Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Carol, and in today's video we're going to be talking all things goal setting. This is something that I do regularly, and I just wanted to put this video out in the first month of the year because I do know that a lot of people do take time out to set their goals and stuff like that, and I just thought I would share with you guys the way that I do mine, and hopefully it will be helpful to somebody. In case you're wondering why it's even important to set goals, I don't know about you guys, but I do have aspirations, I have visions for my life, and my goals are a way of making sure that I'm actually doing something to become that and to achieve those things. The way that I set my goals is by asking myself 3 questions, which are: what do I want, why do I want it, and how am I going to get it? I will break this down further in the video. Like I mentioned before, I do set my goals on a regular basis, and the very first step that I take before setting any new goals is to look at the goals that I had before. So like I said, we're in the first month of the year, and typically I would look back into my goals for 2021, see what was achieved and what was not achieved, and ask myself why I did not achieve the things that I had said I wanted to achieve in 2021. If I've done everything that I could possibly do to achieve that goal but I still didn't achieve it, I personally do not beat myself about it. I just move it into the next season or the next year and continue working towards that goal. Sometimes I do realize that, well, the reason you didn't achieve your goal is because you really didn't do enough. You weren't giving it your all. I'll give you an example. When I started YouTube in 2020, I had a goal of getting 1,000 subscribers before that year ended. I didn't meet that goal. I think I ended the year with about maybe 400-500 subscribers. And when I was getting into the new year and I was trying to figure out why it is that I didn't achieve my goal, it was pretty clear that I was not working hard enough. I would put out videos every other week, like once in 2 weeks, once in 3 weeks, and as a new creator, that was not sustainable. I could not reach my goal with that amount of work. So when I got into 2021, I told myself, girl, you're gonna have to double up on the work that you've been doing. I ended up meeting my 2021 goal within the first 6 months of the year, I guess, because I was really consistent. I did not miss a week. So sometimes you don't meet your goals because, if you're being honest with yourself, you haven't put enough work to attain the kind of results that you're expecting. And then sometimes you can give it your all and it still doesn't work out, which is okay either way. You just have to make sure that, you know, getting into the new season, you're being honest with yourself and you're finding ways in which to make sure that at least in the next season you achieve some of the things that you've set out to achieve. Before I continue, please, if you're enjoying this, if you're finding some kind of value in this, please do subscribe. I would really appreciate it. It would help me achieve my goal as well. First question obviously would be the what do you want? And for me, when I'm defining this what, I like to use the SMART framework, which means that whatever that I want, I'm gonna write it in such a way that it is very specific. It has to be measurable. You have to be able to measure and say, okay, fine, when I set this goal, I was at point A, now I'm at point B, and this is how much progress I have made. After that, you have to also make sure that your goal is achievable. You need to be realistic with your expectations on yourself. It's okay to set goals that stretch you. Don't make them too easy, but at the same time, make sure that you're setting goals for yourself that are actually attainable. And then the next thing is you make sure that you're actually setting goals that are relevant in your life, that feed into your bigger picture or feed into your vision or something like that. It just has to be relevant. It has to be relatable to you. The last thing that I do when I'm setting my goals is to make sure that I have put or given myself a timeline. So I need to tell myself that this goal that I've set, I'm supposed to have achieved it within maybe 6 months, 2 months, 3 months, or something like that. You have to give yourself a deadline. That is the best way to make sure that you're actually staying consistent. You're putting work almost every day, every week, every month, by giving yourself that deadline and that timeline. So I'll give you an example for a SMART goal, right? I'm always more comfortable sharing my content creation goals with you guys because, you know, they kind of involve you guys, and I do feel like I'm not sharing too much. With my other goals, I always have a thing of should I say, should I not? A goal that I would set for myself as a content creator would be something like, I want to have acquired 1,000 YouTube subscribers for my channel, The MC Way, by 31 December 2022. So you can see that this goal is very specific in terms of the number of subscribers that I actually want to have, in terms of the platform that I want to grow. It's measurable in the sense that currently I'm at about 70 or 80 subscribers, and by December 2022 I should be able to tell that, okay, fine, this is how much I grew. You can just see the sub count and you see if I've grown or if I haven't. I think it's very attainable if you guys help me out by sharing and liking. I genuinely think that it's something that I could be able to do. So I would say it's attainable. I would also say that it's relevant because I do have a channel that I am running. You guys are here, so it's relevant. And I've also set myself a timeline that is 31 December 2022. That's the deadline for my goal. So the next step for me would be to ask myself, why do I want to achieve this goal? Why is it important to me? And this is a very personal stage. You need to know why you want certain things. Make sure that you're not falling into the trap of wanting things because other people around you just have them, you know, or are doing it. When you know why you're doing certain things, you will have the discipline to go through what you need to go through, right? So the next plan would be the how are you going to achieve your goals. You need to be very detailed in terms of how you are going to work towards achieving that goal. So you're going to give yourself monthly tasks. You're going to break down those monthly tasks into weekly tasks, and you're going to break down those weekly tasks into daily tasks. That's the way that I like to tackle my goals and ensure that at least every day or every week I'm doing something that is going to help me achieve my goals. And then the last thing is to actually take action. I can safely tell you that as you see me sitting here, I have never been the kind of person that would always set their goals and be ready to hit the ground running towards achieving that goal. I'll be lying if I say I've always been like that. If anything, I was the opposite. I would plan, I would set, and when it comes to taking action, nothing. Crickets. I wouldn't do anything. Just learn to take action by giving myself daily tasks. I now do try by all means to plan my day the night before. I ask myself again at night, hey, what did you do today? And just have an honest conversation about, did you really do what you're supposed to do? Because planning is very easy. Taking action is a different ballgame altogether. So you just need to have that discipline to say, I'm gonna do what I said I'm gonna do. So yeah, just make sure that you're not ending your plannings on just writing down and then putting it out there. You need to have a daily to-do list, and you need to have a review at least every single day. That's the only way that you can make sure that you're actually doing the work. When you don't do those daily reviews, it's easier for you to just forget about it and forget that you ever set a goal. But when you're asking yourself every day, like, hey, what did you do today? At some point, you're gonna be embarrassed on your own. Like, I really can't be putting this aside every single day. At least that's how I work, okay? After some time, I'm gonna be like, don't you think this is a bit too much? So yeah, those daily reviews and to-do lists will come in very handy, and they will just help you to be disciplined and to have a routine that allows you to be constantly working towards your goals. That's it for me, you guys. I wish you all a happy, productive 2022, and I do hope that we will all be able to achieve at least half of the goals that we've set for ourselves. If you did enjoy this video, I do have some detailed videos that I did in the past. I'll link them in the description box, and I will catch you next week. Bye.